Welcome to SMR Bitesize. Tuesday's action points coming up. But before that, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Hi guys, welcome back to Bitesize, and today's action point couldn't be simpler. In 2 days' time, on Thursday the 20th of July, the Tories are, fingers crossed, set to be wiped out in a triptych of by-election defeats. We'll get on to the wheres, the whys and what have yous in just a moment, but first, I really feel I need to say this. Someone contacted me this week via Twitter to say that they'd given up on the SMR show, and presumably me, because I intend to vote Labour at the next general election. And to their mind, Labour is a, quote, hard Brexit party and presumably equal in every measure to the Tories. For the record, I'm not happy with Labour's stance on Brexit. It's crap. Also, for the record, we sadly live in a first-past-the-post electoral system, just like the good people of Belarus. In the constituency I live in, which is Bishop Auckland in County Durham, taken by new intake Tory MP Deanna Davidson in 2019, I have no choice. Sure, I could vote for the most pro-EU party, and in my constituency, that's probably the Greens. I could probably get away with the Lib Dems in some people's eyes, but if I do anything other than vote Labour, I may as well vote Tory. And you know what? I can't live with that, funnily enough. A few things to bear in mind. Number one, the level of rank corruption in the Tory party over the past 13 years is not met with its equal in Labour. Number two, if Labour open up the Brexit wounds with talk of another referendum or undoing Brexit prior to an election that they are very likely to win, the right-wing controlled press and every other force the Tories have at their disposal will come down on them like a ton of bricks. And yes, they could lose. Number three, we have got to get the grown-ups back in the room. Labour in power, preferably as part of a coalition with the Lib Dems and the Greens. Number four, then we pile on the pressure. Then we attempt to dictate their direction. Now, to the person who contacted me this week, I cannot believe you can't see that. Unless you live in a constituency where the Lib Dems, the Greens or another progressive party mounts the best challenge to a sitting or prospective Tory MP, then sadly for some, voting Labour is your only option. You know my thoughts on proportional representation. We need it like yesterday, but we don't have it, and I won't be a Tory enabler, because for everything that's wrong with the Labour Party, Keir Starmer's leadership and his front bench right now, it doesn't even leave a dent in what the Tories have done to this country. And yes, I am a little angry, because if you're someone prepared to put ideology ahead of pragmatism just so you can have a clean conscience, you really need to have a word with yourself. That said, to business. Thursday's by-elections. There are two excellent tactical voting sites, and they agree 100% for all three constituencies where a seat is up for grabs on Thursday. Go to tactical.vote or stopthetories.vote and you'll see what I mean. If you live in the constituency of Uxbridge and South Ruislip, vote Danny Beales, Labour. If you live in the constituency of Selby and Ainsty, vote Keir Mather, Labour. But if you live in the constituency of Somerton and Frome, vote Sarah Dyke, Liberal Democrats. Now, that last site I gave you, stopthetories.vote, is brilliant, because for each recommendation they give you, there's a share with friends and family link, a put up a poster link, and the option to receive alerts ahead of the next general election. And if you don't live in one of those three constituencies, like most of us, but you know someone who does, well, I think you know what to do. With this year's National Rejoin March set for September the 23rd in London, why not kit yourself out ahead of the big day? You'll find everything you need and more courtesy of our friends at Stay European. All orders over £15 are delivered free, and here's the best bit. As an SMR Bitesize viewer, you'll get 10% off everything you order. Just enter the code at the checkout. And yep, there's a shop link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, visit 16millionrising.co.uk, where you can listen to this week's full radio show for free, support us with a donation, buy us a coffee, or subscribe as an early riser. Back tomorrow.